you guys. Today I'd like to share a tip on how to practice the correct application technique when using ELAN Professional Line Eyebrow Gel Tint. I love using their Blackwood range brushes, specifically brush number 1 for application of the tint, simply because that the bristles are short, they're very compact, and the tip is very fine, which gives control for when using their application method. Okay, what you're doing is you would scoop a little bit of the tint onto the tip of the brush, and then in a rolling motion you would drag the brush at the center of the brow. This would permit for the tint to stay exactly where you want it to stay. Okay, then you would start working in the tint, and what you're doing is you are moving your brush back and forth, dispersing the tint, and you can see very well how far you have to go. When you're aiming to cover the top of the brow, you should be resting your palm on the cheek of your client gently, and the brush should be facing upwards, just like here, just like you can see here. Okay, this gives me the best control at how far I want the tint to be spread out. When you're doing the bottom line, on a real person, you would place your hand on your client's forehead, rest it there gently for stability again, and your brush then would be facing downwards. Okay, and that again permits you to see exactly how far you need to go. That's what I'm doing, back and forth, careful, precise movements. Okay, just like that. Now, the brow should be covered evenly with the tint, and when I move to the tail, I actually wouldn't apply too much. Obviously this is a massive brow, for ease of understanding what I'm doing here. In reality you wouldn't do too many of brows that would be that thick. So what you're doing then when it comes to the tail, the tip of the brush shouldn't have too much of the tint, and what I'm doing, I would be dragging the tint down just to make sure that I don't make too big of a mess of my client's brows, especially, you know, when you have spent 10-15 minutes perfecting the design and agreeing on it together with your client. It would be a pity to mess it up by, you know, throwing on a lot of the tint, because you want the skin to be stained exactly where you have drawn the brow shape and the client was happy with it. So I've done that. I have covered the tail pretty much perfectly. I double check to make sure that the line is crisp and lovely. Okay, make sure that there is plenty of tint to stain the skin. And moving to the front of the brow, I would just disperse the remaining tint that was there on my brush, because I don't want the front of the brow to be too much covered with the tint, as I want to create ombre effect, okay? And then, now that I'm happy with this, I would actually take ELAN's brush number 3 from Blackwood range and a cotton disc. Okay, and I would place that brush under the brow, close enough to the line, and I would swipe the brush along the line just to get rid of any excess tint or to straighten out the line. Every time you lift your brush off the client's face, when straightening out the lines, you should wipe it down so there is no residue of the tint, and only then do the other lines. And same for the top of the brow. And I lift in around at the highest point of the arch. I wipe it down, and then I do the same again here. Cleanse. I'm happy with that. If I need to use the remover, to touch up any stains or anything, that is fine. You can do that, not coming too close to the actual line. And that's it. That's the job done. Thank you for watching. I wish you very best of luck practicing this, simply because practice makes perfect. Thank you.